Hello everybody, Brian here, quantlabs.net. Today I'm going to show you two strategies getting developed and tested for the new market conditions. Every time there's a crash like today, today's the 20th, 13:52 or 10 to 2 my time, and you can see here Bitcoin was around, let's say 48,000, and it just dropped very quickly down to about 43,000. Has bounced kind of like back up, but what I'm seeing is the markets are still tanking. Also, when you look at Ethereum, not as bad. It was dropped from 3,700 roughly for Ethereum down to about 300. So it's a big drop. Now, what I'm doing is here, I've got two strategies in development. Here, what we got here is two sessions of the futures bots. So this is now under development, being retested, and I do think there will be an explosion of Bitcoin. Usually after these crashes, we can expect quite a bit of a bounce back. There was calls for Bitcoin to get smashed, and well, it could be happening now, obviously. An alert just came out. Morgan Stanley rated the value of Bitcoin to be about 1,700. I don't know how they come up with that number, but when you look at Ethereum with all the DeFi projects, you would think it'd be a lot higher than what it's at now. Anyways, I'm no expert in this, just following the market. So let's look at the other strategy here. So we have two other sessions. I showed these yesterday, I believe. And you can see here that we have an exit entry, and it's kind of working. It's holding its own. We had some okay wins, but it's really hard to readjust these type of strategies when the markets react like this, especially when you're in testing. This is part of the development of when it comes to testing these bots when market conditions are always changing on you. So it's just a factor of the market, factor of the business that you choose to be in. And here I'm just trying to find the results of what was looking pretty good. I'm just going through my scripts right now. Give me a second. There's so many of them now. And I just want to show you this. So remember, we are applying a trailing stop and a stop loss combined here in the spot bot. So these are the results so far since I've been testing it. I guess this would be yesterday. And right here, we're getting 3 wins out of 5. I mean, considering, just looking at, you could see generally from the 18th it's been in decline. To get 3 wins out of 5 potential trades, that's okay, I guess. It's obviously not great, but if you could still make profit when these kind of crashes, you're still doing okay. So where did it make money? You're looking at Filecoin here, and this one called Mina. And then remember, this is all on Kraken. So if I load up some of these coins, I could probably look at other coins as well. But you can see here the crash is not so bad, 85 to 74, and now it's starting to recover a lot faster than the other coins. So the entries are pretty good. It's the exits, the hard part, and that's always been the case when it comes to algorithmic trading. Probably one of the better ways is to apply. Let's see if I can get this working. There we go. Mina is what I was looking for. Okay, so here's Mina. That's still in a steady decline here. That's pretty severe. You can see that since the 15th. and that's starting to cover. But you can see here, this is what I'm seeing as well, that the markets are starting to go down, but funny enough, Filecoin's holding its own. Let's see, dot, 1 hour. Everything's moving in the same direction. See, there's a big drop. Everything's starting to flatten out. So I've shown you Ethereum. Here's CRV, same thing. Sushi, big drop there. Atom was performing pretty good. See how that's doing. And it's kind of definitely the best one so far is Filecoin. It's looking pretty good on an hourly basis. So we'll leave it at that. The other strategy here, I could further explain it. I did already in other videos with this one, futures market. As I said, Coinbase is getting into the action. Kraken was always in the derivatives futures market. So this one, if I was to show you the volume, the top two by volume for futures is Ethereum and Bitcoin. Everything else, be it Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, XRP, they're kind of, I've already explained it in the video yesterday, so watch that. But generally, it only trades Bitcoin and Ethereum, and it longs only. So I'm not still early days if it's actually mocking any trades because they're all shorting. So, just watching, see what happens. And I like these kind of crashes because during the testing it will show how it can protect itself. The only problem is during the upswings, we want to be able to make sure that we have really good momentum and profit on the upswings, because these sort of upswings is where you can make good money. And as I said, Filecoin is starting to show that kind of, and it's really hard to determine which coins will perform coming out of these crashes. But in this case, again, as I said, it's Filecoin. We'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. And let me just see what's going on in the database here. So in the database here, actually it looks like the market's getting a little more positive. So for my spot bot, what will happen is it will take about an hour, a couple hours for the conditions to prove themselves, and then once they stabilize and there's some buying signals, then that's when it will start to dip back in the market, as long as the momentum stays stable and starts to strengthen and starts to reverse on the upside. So that's what we're looking for with this, and so far, based upon the weighted average, this was not too long ago at negative 1.27, and that's among all of these coins here. Top now 12 coins because I took out BNB, and it's starting to strengthen, it looks like. But I will give you an example of when you can take losses. Yesterday, the bot was profiting a little bit. Now, this is again all theoretical, the new ones, and it was very strong in a lot of the coins in the open positions. Then the crash started yesterday afternoon, and everything just went from it was like really strong, and within a minute it just dropped. Like everything dropped. It was about 6 positions on at the time, and everything started losing out, and it just closed out. So there was no way I was able to catch those. But when I started looking back at historical drops, or really it's more gradual slowdown, and you'll start to see it, and the positions will get closed off a lot faster, and much smoother, and there's very little losses. But yesterday's drop was very sudden, and from there, we're looking at about a 24-hour recovery after that crash. It was a pretty steep one. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about it. You can see here's the drops right here on MotorWave. Some of them, Ethereum 10% drop, Bitcoin down 7%, Ripple down 10.6%, Litecoin down 8%. So they're pretty steep. But we'll leave it at that. But I just want to tell you that yes, we do have two little bots under development, including the new re-activated futures bot. We'll leave it at that. and hopefully this will help you out some way. And we shall talk to you later. Have a good day.